In this introductory video, we will discuss 5 additional clauses that investors should add to a contract to help protect their interests and provide some breathing room before they actually commit to purchasing the property. This is important because the contract is central to real estate investing, including foreclosures. If an investor gets it wrong here, they could find themselves in a lot of trouble and/or lose money. Part 2 of this contract clauses series for members only provides explanation and commentary on how to argue for adding these 5 clauses so sellers and agents better understand the investor's position, as opposed to adding provisions in a contract just because a guru, an instructor at a 3-day seminar, or a mentor says so. Plus, Part 2 details how investors must always stay in control of their deals by adding protective clauses when writing offers, and how inadequate contracts are one of the top 3 causes for investors to fail, quit, or lose money. Part 3 of this contract clauses series for members only shows real-life scenarios of example contracts typically used by investors and other clauses investors can add to their purchase offer to make it stronger and more protective. Part 3 also explains how to deal with local MLS real estate contracts and how to make them more favorable to the investor by using an addendum. The investor's goal is to get contracts accepted while staying protected. We know that when a seller or real estate agent drafts a contract using their own document, the language will favor their interest, not the investor's interest, which is fair and expected. Shouldn't they expect that an investor would want to do the same? By adding the following 5 clauses, the investor will ensure that the contract favors them: a deposit clause, an assignment clause, a subject to approval clause, a right to inspect clause, and a handwritten provisions clause. Deposit clause. Upon seller's acceptance of this contract and upon expiration of all contingencies, buyer agrees to deposit earnest money in the amount of blank into the trust account of the listing broker or escrow company. Assignment clause. Buyer has the unqualified right to assign his interest in this contract prior to close of escrow without the seller's consent and be released from any further liability. Subject to approval clause. This offer is subject to review, inspection, and written approval of buyer's blank within 14 days of seller's acceptance of this contract. Now, in the blank section, an investor can put CPA, attorney, partner, associate, etc. Right to inspect clause. Seller agrees to allow buyer the right to inspect, tour, or show subject property prior to close of escrow upon seller's acceptance of this contract. Handwritten provisions clause. All handwritten provisions inserted into this contract or addendum shall control or supersede anything typewritten or printed.